Hello everyone and welcome back to part 3 of Olympic Stadium. My name is Amir Ahmed. I'm an architect, Egyptian architect, computational designer and co-founder of Exact Architecture Studio. Today we will fix a little bit of the mesh issues that we had last time, and also create the context around not the context, the landscape. We will start to a little bit melt the stadium form into the landscape and create some interesting let's say entrances and hills and stuff like that. So let's see. These are the 3 series that we created before. You can find them on Patreon, and also all the webinars are here on YouTube, so make sure to check it out. In part 1 we created the seats for the stadium, and also we created this form, which was a little bit interesting, and also we created these let's say inner spaces to so we can create some kind of a form to fill it with sub-D meshes later. Hello Chandra, I think. Thank you for joining me. Also, this was in part 1 as well. We created these evaluations for the seats, and this is the final collective evaluation. These also from part 1, these views. Part 2 was to create this grasshopper, let's say interesting shading. We created it from scratch. It was a little bit complex, and also sub-D as well, so make sure to check it out if you didn't. This is the file for part 1, is already in on Patreon, and as well the files for part 2. It's on 2 files because it's a little bit bigger. So make sure to check it out. Before I start, I would like to say thank you for all my Patreon supporters, and thank you for all your contributions. And you can join, guys, you can join them. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button, and let's start. So this is what we created last time. As you can see, it's quite interesting, but the mesh back then has a little bit of issue, which I'm going to show you what the issue is and how to fix it. So that will be the first part for this. We will try to get from here to this. This is what we want to achieve today, and hopefully we can achieve it in time. I don't want my today to be a very big lecture, but let's start. Let's not waste any more time. So let's keep this in the other monitor in here, just to be let's say as a reference for me. Okay, yeah, like this, and okay, yeah, just like that. Okay, and shaded. Perfect. So now let's start to see what was the problem in here. First of all, let's go to the shaded mode, and also there was a layer in here called units to morph. First of all, the biggest the first mistake that I created, which didn't let the connections to be to be a great connections, was this. Let me show you. Let's take a copy of them just right here, and as you can see, when I move this to here, and maybe that next to him, you can see that the vertices are not aligned. So this is the first mistake that I created, and I didn't notice it until later. So this is the first mistake that we will fix, and we will move on to see what other mistakes or what other problems will show up, and how to fix them, just before we dig deep. So first of all, I will delete. This is the script that we created. As you can see, this is the script so far. We have these things in here, and we will fix them. But first of all, I would like to delete this, because this was wrong, and as this one as well. As you can see, if I move this in here, the vertices are not aligned, so this one as well is not perfect. So I will select them in here, delete, and I will select them in here and delete. Before I move on, I need to disable this in Grasshopper, just to be sure. Yeah, let's disable this, because I don't want it, or maybe lock the solver, just to make sure that my editing in here doesn't affect the Grasshopper for now until I finish. Okay, so the first thing that we want to create, as you can see in here, in this case, preview on, this is the box, the reference box that will contain the let's say the mesh that we will tween it. Okay, so now I will take a copy of this. These are, by the way, let's go to here, and I hope it's not taking so long. I should turn off the mesh layer because it's so heavy, and also I will delete everything in the mesh layer because I will do it again. Select objects. Don't take so much time. Okay, hurry up, please. Come on. This should be on the mesh layer. No, it's not. Anyway, let's delete them anyway, and just select this. This is a block, so that's great. Okay, and simply delete them, because that will make my life a little bit easier. Okay, and this will make me annoying. This will annoy me a little bit, so I will just they are two. Okay, let's delete one, and let's make a new layer, call it seats for instance, seats, and put this thing on it for now. And let's hide it, or not hide it, maybe we can turn off the layer, so that should be a lot easier. This is not what we need, and now we can move around a little bit easy, so that's great. Perfect. So now what I would like to do, let's go to Grasshopper and preview this off. Okay, so now if I turn this preview on, actually I don't want the solver to be locked, just since I disabled the twisted the morph to twisted box, this will make my life a little bit easier. Okay, so now I have these. This one is these triangles, so I will pick in here. I will pick the triangles as well. I grouped them in the last session. So set multiple meshes. So now if I show this preview on, this should be perfect. You know, the first one should morph to the last one, and to the first one, and move on. If this is reversed like this, you can see that they are interfering with each other, or intersecting, or whatever. So that's not what I want. I want them to be clean and clear. So that's the main thing in here. Okay, I will do the same in here. As you can see, this one is here. Yeah, so I will select this. Yeah, I think it's this one. and set multiple meshes. And as you can see, let's preview this off. So now these are also perfect. They look perfect, so that's great. And again, let's preview this off and see this. This one is right here, which is the last one. So simply set multiple meshes and show me the result. The result is perfect also, as long as they are not intersecting or looking weird. And also from the top, they looking like they are traveling in a straight line. So that's perfect, that's great. So this is the first thing, preview off. And now I will edit this. Okay, let's go to the top and I will edit this. Let's go to the sub D and select the vertex. I will select only the vertex on the inside. Do not get any vertex from the outside, because that's one of the mistakes that we created last time. Let's ignore that. So this is the first thing. And scale 2D from here to here, and don't select anything in the middle in here, because it will be so hard, and the snapping will be like, you know, it gives you a hard time. Select anything from the outside, it's easier. So for instance, I will keep them all in here. Okay, and I will do the same in here. Scale from here to here to here. I forgot this one. Okay, again, select it. Scale from here to here to here. And I will just do this quickly because I already explained it. I just want to fix the problem that we had. And again, from here to here to here. As you can see, this vertex is moving inside the mesh, which is not cool. So I will fix this one and this one from all the sides. For now, I will say, let's say, move this like 4, so it's outside the mesh. So that's great. So now I will pick anything positive. So positive will mean I will move, let's go to here. I will move this direction and this direction. So anything moves in this direction or this direction, I will select it first, and after that I will change the value. So now I selected this. That's perfect. This one will move in the negative. This one will move in the negative. Ignore these for now. Select this at 4. Enter. Select this and 4. Enter. Select this and 4. Enter. That's perfect. Now I will go back to this. Select this and -4, and after that select all the -4, -4, and finally -4. So now this is perfect. This one is a perfect mesh. Okay, so I will simply select it, select all of it like this, and make a copy just for later, and move all of this from here to the twisted box that we created, the reference box that we created, which is this one. And now everything should be perfect in here. Preview on. Yeah, this should be perfect. So this is the first thing. Okay. The second problem that I had. Okay, let's finish this one as well, and I will show you what was the second one. Let's move it quickly, and preview off. This and also this preview off, and double click. Let's make this one quick. It's the same process. Okay, and copy and go to the top. And again, select the vertex, all of this. Make sure to select these as well, and scale 2D from here to this vertex and to this. This same thing in here, from here to this vertex to here. Same thing will happen in here. Select everything, scale 2D from here to here to this, and as well scale 2D from here to this. And as usual, we will now, I think we are Okay, we will select this and type 4, and we will select all the positive ones. So in here will be 4, in here will be 4, and in here will be 4. Now this will be negative 4, this will be negative 4, this will be negative 4, and this as well is negative 4. After that we have in here these ones, so maybe scale to D as well from here and from anywhere away, and simply drag it like this so it will look smaller. That's perfect. So now this is what we need. I think we should input it to Grasshopper first. Maybe it will work, or should I do it again? We will see that. Okay, so this is the box. Keep it in here. Preview on, and preview is on. This is this one, and I will select none and select this one and input it in here. Set multiple. That's not cool. I'm sorry. Let's go to the top. You should input it to Grasshopper first. I make the same mistake. Input it to Grasshopper before you make your edits. Sometimes Rhino doesn't make sense, but this is how it works. Okay, so now again set this one. Okay, so now I will select this one, set multiple meshes, and now this is working, as you can see. Okay, so now we will preview this off, and now I think I will select it's this one, which is this one, and set multiple meshes. And now it's working. Yeah, I think it's working. Yeah, everything in a straight line. And finally turn this off. Finally preview on, and this should be the last one. So set multiple meshes, and yeah, this is working. Okay, so now let's go to the top and hide everything in here. Preview off, and simply select whatever happens in here. Let's go to here, and again I'll do them quickly. Scale to D from here to here to here. Scale to D from here to here to here. Again, the same process. And the same process. Okay, and just move this up 4, 4, 4. This one as well, 4. And after that, negative 4. In here it's negative, in here it's negative, and in here it's negative. So now we have everything we need. Also we need to scale these, so scale to D from this point to anywhere away, and just somewhere here. Perfect. And copy this to here just to move it back. So now we have these, should be perfect in here. Preview on. Yeah, this is perfect. So now we have our items already great. When you look from the top, as you can see, let's hide this. You can see that the outside vertex are aligned for the smaller ones, and for also the bigger ones. So that's great. That's what we need. Okay, so the second problem where let me show you. The second problem were here. Yeah, I think this twisted boxes. Okay, let's show them as a pair in here. So this is the second problem. Let's go to the evaluation and simply just make sure to these all of them are okay. All of them are on the layer of units to morph. That's perfect. That's great. So now I will hide them because I don't need to see them. And also I will hide the stadium for now. HI. Okay. And also you as well. Perfect. So now with the second problem for me where I think we will see it better in dark mode. So we will go to here, go to display, just quick solid, yeah, and hide the grid. And in here, let's make it white, or maybe not. Let's keep it red. Okay. So the second problem was somewhere here. Let's reduce this to 3 or something. Yeah, yeah. This is the second problem. The second problem in here, as you can see, this is not a square or a quad polyline. This is a triangle. Why? Because if you go inside in here, and for some reason this let's go to explode this. As you can see, there are two. Let's hide this for a moment. As you can see in here, there are two straight line, two, let's say, segments, and Rhino reads them as one. So this is the second problem. So what I need to do is make him understand that this is not a 6 point twisted triangle or something. This is not a let's say a triangle. This is a quad polygon or polyline or whatever. So I need to loft this. As you can see, if I show you the loft in here, it's basically nothing. It's basically in here no straight lines, no separations. It's one thing. And also, if you manipulate this loft thing in here, it doesn't matter what you are selecting. So that's a problem. So in here, as you can see, if I selected it like this and simply select the second one, and of course graft simplify, graft simplify, and simply loft whatever in here with whatever in here, you can see that now I have a separation. Let's hide these, preview off, and let's hide these. Now he can understand that this is a box. Even it looks like a rectangle, but he will understand that this is a box, it's not a rectangle. So this is this will fix my problem for now. And as you can see, this in here, it's 2 branches, but in here it's a little bit deeper, so I need to trim this. And as usual, just simplify just in case. And so now the tree in here looks exactly like the tree in here, so that's perfect. Maybe you should join it. Yeah, join it, because join birip, because now they are four surfaces. I need them to look like one birip, so I will simply join them, and now I have my birips ready, which is the same thing in here. Okay, so now this is the edit that we needed to fix this problem, because I needed to understand that this is there is something happening in here. Okay, so now this is perfect, but it's not perfect. It's not quite perfect, because once you enable this, let's disable what's happening in here for now. I disable, yeah, disable. Okay, and just enable these for a second. Enable. Okay, let's see what's going on. Preview on and preview on. Okay, and maybe white will help us see. And also without, let's Control M just to hide the mesh thing. And as you can see, it's not quite right, because the order of the point in the twisted boxes that we created in the second cluster is not correct. As you can see, the twisted boxes are not looking great like we did in the previous session. They were exactly perfect. So this is what we need to fix now. Of course, you need to rewire them, because you now created a new perip, and with a new perip comes a new order of points. So I will not waste your time with it. It's just rewiring the things in here. Maybe I will show you 1 point or 2 just to show you what's going on. And to do that, just list item and select any perip in here, and simply flatten this. Just you will select one only and deconstruct it. Deconstruct perip. Okay. And now you will have your vertex in here, so this one should be in here. And this one, I need to see them both, so I will zoom, select both and zoom, and let's see. Let's see this one. Preview on. So now I would like, let's go to this to 0 and this to 0. So I would like to wire something from here, let's say the 0 to a specific point in here. So the point 0 in here, which is yep, select them both, I think. So this is the first point in here. This is the first point in here, and I would like, okay, again, I'm sorry. This is the first point, which is the top. Let's hide these. Let's hide, show me only the points. Preview off and show me this. Okay, so the point in here is in the top far corner on the right, like here, and I will search which one in here is the top one. So basically I will select this one and move it around until I find this top one in here. So I think it will be 6. 6 is basically a 7th number, because I will start from 0 in here. So 6 is basically 7th, which is the G. So the first one will comes to the G. I'll do the same process. It's annoying, and you will have to do it like 7 times at least to figure out this. But once you're done, you are completely fine. So I will not waste your time with it. I'll just wire it, because I already did it. But you will do it the same way that I did. And also I try to figure out another way to do it. I did it in one of the earlier stages, but it didn't work very well. It worked like 99% of the time. 1% were not perfect, because not all the boxes looks the same. The twisted boxes looks the same. So I try to create a relationship between those points and move it from here to here, and grab the closest point, but it didn't work very well. So I will think about it, and I will try to maybe enhance it in the next let's say in the next series. Maybe I will figure out a better way than this. but this is working very well right now, so I will simply rewire them. And now the 1 comes to the G, the 0 comes to the G, the 1 comes to the C, 2 comes to B, 3 to F, 4 to A, 5 to E, 6 to D, and finally 7 to H. So now they are perfect, as you can see. It's perfect twisted boxes, even this one. So that's great. This is the edit that I wanted to do. So now maybe I will keep this, okay, and simply save. So now, as you can see, it's perfect. It looks perfect. That's what I was looking for. And of course I will hide this. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Great. So this will solve my problems, I think. And after that, I wanted to go to the meshes in here and simply weld them. As you remember last time, it didn't work very well, so I'll simply flatten and invert this. And let's select this. And still this doesn't work. Because of what? Aha, I'm sorry, I need to ungroup. This is my... I need to ungroup. Yeah, now it's working. This is perfect. So if I say Control M, I'm sorry, in here in Grasshopper, Control M. What is happening? Control M. Okay, sometimes the keyboard doesn't work as it should be. So Control M. Yeah, now it's working. So this is the meshes, and as you can see, all the intersections are fitting together perfectly. So that's great. And after that, maybe I don't need combine and clean anymore, and simply just import it to here and enable this. And as usual, enable this. Aha, we need to enable this because this one is the tolerance, and now this should be working. Enable both of these. Preview on, and now we should have a perfectly clean meshes. Of course, we can increase the number, which we will do in a moment, but after we fix whatever happens in here, which is yeah, let's select this, Control C, Control V, and enable those. Import this one in here. Okay, and import this one in here. Ignore this. Okay. Actually enable everything. Perfect. And enable. So now we have our meshes are perfectly happy with the result. Let's see them in the rendered mode. Yeah, they look nice, and of course we can increase them. Now let's preview this off, or maybe disable it. Disable this. So now this is this was the parts that we needed to fix. Maybe we need to move this right here and make this like this. Okay, so this is perfect. So now if I go from here, yeah, this is disabled. Maybe we don't need sub-D for now. Let's make it meshes only, disable, and simply we will go from here, which is 3 to 20, like we did, and just give it a minute to process. Okay, Yeah, now it's fine, it looks great. So after that we will simply bake. Yes, okay. Before I bake, I had a little bit of issue in here. I'm sorry, let's lock the solver. You know what, let's disable this for a moment and go to here and show whatever we had, and show this one layer. Yeah, I think this one in here. I had a problem. Let's go to the shaded mode. I had a problem, which is these are not perfect. When I reviewed the session after, so I need to fix this. So I will go simply to wireframe because it will be easier, and select these vertex in purple and move them to the creased in here. So I will simply select these vertex and zoom selected because it will be easier to move around them, and simply select this vertex and move it from here to here, and select this one and move it from here to here, and this should be perfect. I think the other vertices were good for now. Maybe, yeah, the same problem happens in here, in these two. So I need to fix these. Move from here to here, and this one as well, move from here to here. I think now everything else looks great. Yeah, now I would like to remove this and also remove this. Actually, both of them looks great in here, so no need to remove this. Maybe not. Okay, select the sub D and the sub D in purple and move them up just like that, because they are not fitting perfectly. So move from here to here and move from here to here. So now this is perfect, and now simply we will select this and mirror it the other side from here to here, and that's perfect. So now we will have the meshes are perfect. So now if I said enable, just take a little bit of moment. I'm sorry, Shemmei. I don't understand your question. You want the difference between the Rhino Grasshopper and Blender geometry? Is it Blender or is it something else? I don't know. But I don't use Blender, so I don't know if that's even your question or not. But if you are asking about Blender, I don't use it. So I use Rhino and Grasshopper. Maybe if you are a Blender user and you feel like these things are better in Blender, maybe you can try them. But in here, maybe you can take the idea and use the tools of Blender to use them to apply the idea. I don't know. Let me know if this is your question. I don't understand it very well. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so now we will simply just to be clear, double click in here, just this will be the default layer, and bake, right click and bake and make it as a group. And okay, so now I will have my meshes. Okay, that's perfect. Of course I will do the same in here. Maybe I can let's lock the solver and delete whatever happens in here, and copy this part, Control C, Control V, because I don't want to repeat myself. And after that, import this one, and import this one, and import this one, and simply enable these, and unlock. Okay, so now this is perfect. Should we move this to here and move it back so it will be aligned? Yeah, perfect. And simply add them to the group. And now we will have the second part is ready. So now if I said preview this, yeah, this should be working very perfectly. And simply bake it. Yes, okay. So now we have the second mesh, and the second set of meshes are ready. Okay, and after that we will simply, actually I would like to move this down here and move this down here, and right click, make it like this. I think this is nicer. And after that, yeah, I would like to select those two and input them in here, set multiple sub-D, and show me the result. Okay, and simply bake. Yes, to the meshes layer. So now we have our three main meshes, which is these three. And after that, I think I'm done for the grasshopper today. So simply save whatever you have in here and close it, because I'm not using it anymore. Maybe I will save as document. And yeah, I think in here, and 3. Okay, this is part 3, and close it, and okay, that's perfect. So now this is this layer 2 is the sub-D part. Okay, maybe we can hit tab so it looks much nicer. And now I would like to go to the shaded mode. It's easier, and also ignore the mesh wires, because it will give you a hard time to move around. Now I have these three meshes. I don't want my file to be so huge, so I will simply select the meshes, yeah, like this one, and make it a block. So I will say block, and he will ask for a base point. For now I will select any base point, I don't care, and simply say M1. And after saying M1, it will take a little bit of moment. So now if I mirror it from here to here, this should be perfect. I will do the same process in here. Block, select any vertex, I don't care, and M2, and mirror from any vertex to any vertex in here, and simply select both of them. And mirror again from here to here, perfect. And now this block, select any vertex on it, and M3, and mirror again from here. I'm sorry, mirror from here Perfect. So now I have my meshes like this, and this is perfect. So now I would like to start the modeling process, which is the main thing in today's session. This part I was just fixing the problems that we had last time, and it was I didn't think that it will take that much time, but I'm glad it fixed, and it looks much nicer and much cleaner meshes and stuff like that, and cleaner Grasshopper script. It's important to have a clean Grasshopper script because it will help you figure out what's the problem, or and also gives you a very good look for the future. So now I would like to create to start melt everything in here. So actually this looks very nice. Okay, so now I would like to select whatever happens in here, those curves, and go to let's say, yeah, insert, but I would like it to be proportional, and type 0.1. Did it type? Hello? Come on. Okay, should I hide the meshes? Okay, I think I should hide the meshes for now, but let's let it process for a second. What is happening? I'm sorry guys, I hate when my computer does this on live. I think it's the autosave or something like that. Aha, now it's working. Okay, escape, 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 escape. Doesn't escape, so let's select this. Now we are escaping. Let's hide the meshes, and before we go, let's hide the meshes and Control S, just because I don't want my progress to be lost. I think the next course will be the let's say the Mariner Cove, and because so many friends asked me to do it, and it will be basically beginner level, because it's the form is a little bit simple, and I will use simple commands and stuff like that. So I think the next series will be a little bit simpler, and a little bit beginner level, and also the Mariner Cove, which is already on my YouTube. There is a series for it, but it's my animations for it and stuff like that. But I will explain it on Rhino. Actually, I did it in Rhino 6, but now on Rhino 7 it will be much easier. so I will it will be much nicer to visit it again in Rhino 7. Okay, so now we have this. Maybe we can go to, yeah, make it go to here, use the application setting and show the grid. It will be much nicer and, yeah, or much familiar for most of you. Okay, so now I would like to go to add and make it proportional. Okay, and in here use this, use the flat mode and 0.1. So now I will have something like this. So that's proportional. Okay, and in here I'll do the same and proportional and 0.1, so it will be something like this. I'll do the same in here. Okay, and use it again, 0.1, perfect, and do this again, select it, and okay, insert 0.1, perfect. After that, I don't want these. Double click and double click. I don't want these to be creased, so I will remove the crease, and now I will have something like this. I will simply select this face in here, which I created now from this this one, and yeah, I will select this one as well and simply bridge it. Okay, perfect. And after that, I would like to make a divisions in here, so I will simply let's add something to here, to the middle, make sure it's proportional, and bevel it. So select it right here and bevel, so it will give you something like this, and move it a little bit away. Today will be a little bit of a free form moving around, so that's going to be a little bit let's say great. Okay, so now I would like to create something in here to connect whatever happening in here with it, but in the same time I don't want to ruin the meshes that I created in the top. So I can't select this and simply make a bevel or something, because it will ruin everything, and I will have to go back to the grasshopper, and now I have more faces and more meshes, and this is not what I need. All I need is something to connect, so I will select, let's say, this face for now. I think it's this face, yeah, this edge, I'm sorry, and bevel it. And since I have two connections, let's bevel this first. Okay, and bevel them like this. Yeah, I think, yeah, something looks like a square as usual, and select this and bevel only this curve right here, and in this case it will gives me something like this, but in the same time it will not ruin the top. But in this case I will need two segments. Yeah, it will look like this, and also select these two and maybe move them maybe a little bit down or a little bit up. Okay, let's move them down, but with 2 or something. I'm sorry, down, not up. Okay, so now -2. Yeah, I think now it's perfect. And after that I would like to simply select bridge. So I will go to sub D and bridge this face with this face and bridge. I'm sorry, select this face and this. Come on, bridge. Okay, now let me show you something. If I go like this, this will be the same. It will look exactly the same. It's not twisted, but I want to create some kind of a twisted member, so I can see it like this. As you can see, it's this is coming from here, and this is coming from away, and this is blending into the inside. So this is what I want to do. So instead of blending them like this, I will simply select those and go to the flat mode. It's easier, and bridge. But instead of make them follow the same thing, I will simply select this point, so it will twist itself like this. This should be, let's go to, yeah, this is great. As you can see, it's twisting itself. So I think that this should be great. Okay, so okay, I'll do the same thing in here, but it will be on the opposite direction. And bridge, I'm sorry, bridge. Okay, but I would like the twist to start from here. No, it's flipped. I'm sorry. Bridge. Is it the same? No, it's not. Yeah, now it's the same. Okay, or you can simply mirror this, because I will mirror it at the end. So now I have these looking great. I would like to do the same in here. Simply select this. Before I move on, I need to reflect the sub D, because I don't want to repeat the process in here. So I will simply reflect this, and select it and reflect it from this vertex to this vertex. And as long as he is moving like this side, so now it should be, no, again, select it, reflect it. Okay, and flip it. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the side that he will keep. So now it's perfect. And simply select it and right click, so you will remove the reflection. That's perfect. And after that, select this and this and bridge. Maybe now we can add segments. Let's keep them 3 and okay, and do the same thing in here. But in this case, I will maybe select these first and bevel them. I want the bevel to be 1. Okay, and yeah, I want it to be a little bit like a square, something like this. And simply select this and bevel. And yeah, this one right here, and I would like it to be 2 as well, so it will look like this. And after that, let's select this one, move it a little bit down, move it -2 like we did. Yeah, it will look much nicer. And simply bridge this one with this one, bridge. Okay, but in this case I want them to be, actually I want them to be 1 in here, so I will add a small division. Okay, and as usual, I want this to be a little bit twisted, so that's great. And in here as well, bridge, and select this. So I think it's perfect. Okay, yeah, it's perfect. Maybe I need to add something in here. Why this one looks this way? Okay, let's select those curves and add. I think this looks weird, so I will simply remove those faces and mirror these from the middle to the middle and simply join them. So I will tell them to be to join everything, join with no creases. Okay, and now they are mirrored and perfect. And after that, simply select all of let's go to here and simply select all of this. No, I think we need to select only one of them like this, and add this in the middle. Just go move until you go right to the middle right here, and simply do the same in here. Okay, perfect. And do the same, just quick middle. Perfect. So now I would like to reflect whatever is happening in here. So let's go to reflect, select our sub D and reflect it from here to here, and flip because I want to keep the side. And okay, so now it's perfect. Select it again and right click so you remove your reflection. So let's see. Yeah, I think let's go to rendered mode. We started to go somewhere, I think. So now let's go to the shaded mode again, and we want to melt this. So I will simply select, double click like this, but I don't want the inside, so I will select the first one and the last one and double click. So I will select only those and simply extrude them like this. Or maybe not, maybe we can simply remove this. Yeah, I don't want these. And now I have these, let's say, curves. I will simply select the curve from here and until the curve to here, and double click on anything in the middle and simply extrude. This will be much easier. And I will do the same in here. Select the bigger one and the bigger one and double click on the middle, and yeah, something like this. Also select this one and this one, or maybe we can reflect whatever is happening in here later, but for now let's ignore it. And let's see what can we do. For now, this will look. Let's go to the rendered mode, and before we go to the rendered mode, we need to make sure that whatever we dragged in here should be melted into the landscape. So I will go to the flat mode and simply go to the top, maybe. No, not the top, front. As you can see, this is the ground level or the site level, and this is way much below. Maybe I should extrude the faces. Yeah, I think extruding the faces is much better. So simply select the faces with these as well. Okay, let's extrude them. Okay, and delete those and simply select this and select this one in the top and double click. So you will select everything in the bottom and delete it. And after that you will have yourself these vertex. Drag them to 0 or scale them to 0 and scale them in here to 0. So now you will have a flat line, which is kind of perfect. Okay, and I would like to simply select all of these vertex in here, or maybe the curves. Let's select the curves. Okay, so select this curve and double click. It will stop at the intersection. Okay, and I will simply scale it up to 0 because I want it to be a flat line. So now I have this one and this one. So yeah, they should be a flat line. So when I go to this, it will look like this. It will look like it's melting from the ground up. So that should be great. Okay, let's create this one as well. Let's select whatever is happening in here. I'm sorry, select this one and select this one and double click. So you'll select the outside only and extrude and delete, and select the one in the top, delete, and yeah, double click, delete. So now we have this. Now simply select these curves with these curves, and yeah, let's drag them down to 0, and I want this to be 0 as well, so this should be perfect. Now I have these things right here, which is kind of weird looking, but I want to, let's select those two vertex and stitch them. So he will say average, I will say okay, stitch, and simply select this vertex and this vertex and stitch. Okay, so now if I go to let's go to the rendered. As you can see, it looks a little bit weird in here, and start this is like the ground level. I need to make it align to the 0 because I want it to be level with the ground, so I need to fix this problem. So for now I would like to go to, let's go to the shaded again and go to the flat mode and select those faces and those faces, and go to the front and go to Gumball relocate. Yes, from the 0 to any point to and hit OK, and now you will have this. Click on it and 0. So now you can see that it's leveled with the 0. So if I go to here and go to the rendered like this, and yeah, it will look exactly like it's melting from the ground. So this is the first step for it, and it's kind of nice. But not this part right here. So I will go to the shaded and try to fix whatever is happening in here. So to fix this, we have, yeah, some kind of a weird vertex in here. Is it a vertex? Okay, let's move it up. Actually, I will stitch it to this one. So yeah, I will stitch it, but I want it to be on the ground, so I will move my mouse down, and now I will have something like this. But also this as well is not perfect, so I need to fix this as well. So I will simply select this, and actually let's stitch it as a curve and stitch, and I want to stitch it to this side because I want it to be in here, and stitch this to it as well. So it and I want it to stitch it to this side, so it will look way much nicer. And I would like to do the same in here. I want to remove this and simply stitch this vertex to this vertex to just be getting over with. But in this case I want it to the average, so if I go to here you can see it's working, but in this case I don't want this point or this point to be creased, so I will simply remove the crease. So this will be way much nicer. Actually this should be creased, this curve. Yeah, this curve should be creased, so yeah, this is way much nicer. So now let's go to the rendered mode. Now you have a very nice corner and very nice melted members in here, and now we will start to add some identity to it we will start to make creases or let's say bevels around the entrances and make an interesting entrances on the side. But before we do that, let's go to the shaded and simply reflect everything around, because I don't want to do what I did in here a lot, because it took me a little bit of time. And yeah, let's do that. So go to the flat mode and select this, and the reflected right here from the middle, or maybe the grid should be perfect from here to here, and keep this side okay. And again, right click. Not the right time for the autosave. Okay, and after that I would like to reflect it from here. Select it again, reflect, and select it, and yeah, okay, that's perfect. And again, select it and ignore the reflection. So now let's go to the rendered, and yeah, as you can see, it's melting in the site from everywhere, and that's perfect. Okay, and also if we showed the meshes are perfectly fit, and we didn't mess with it at all. So yeah, that's interesting. Let's go to the shaded mode again and hide the meshes, because I don't want my computer to have a hard time. And now we will start to make it, yeah, make a lot of interesting things. So now let's say, yeah, let's select this, and let's make the reflection is on all the time. Okay. Okay, and I will start to work on it. Now I will simply start to modify it a little. So now let's select these and bring them away, and maybe scale them a little. So yeah, they will look more roundy like this. And simply select, let's go to the top. It will be maybe easier to work with it. And now select those, make them away. Select those, make them away. Select those, make them away. Just to make like let's say an interesting roundy curves like this. Maybe this one should be away. This is 5, let's move it like 2 or something. Actually, let's keep it like this for now. And after that, let's select, yeah, let's remove the reflection. And make the reflection again. And from here to here, and keep this side. Okay, so let's, yeah. Let's select this and start to create, let's say, a divisions, so we can work with them. So now select all of these, and of course I want to select it as a ring, so he will select all of them and add a subdivision like this. So now if I selected, actually let's make another one. Okay, and select it right here, and ring, and add someone in the middle. And yeah, let's do the same, ring, add something in the middle. So now if I go to go to here and simply select the curves like this one and this one. Actually, let's select the one in the middle. Double click and double click. So now I selected these, and after that select this one and this one and this one. So now if I say crease, I will see something like this, which is this is how it looks. Maybe we need to make a bevel out of it, just a little bit. And go to here. Is it 2? Why is it 2? Okay, and extract it and maybe delete it for now, just so you can see what's going on. This is what it looks like. But of course I want this to be a little bit of a welcoming area, so I need to fix this. And of course I will ignore the bevel, maybe in the shaded mode. So I will simply select this in here and maybe scale it, scale to D. You can try your own way to do this, but in this case, yeah, it looks much nicer. And also if I double click and go to bevel again, but in this case I want it only one, and yeah, I want this to be yeah, less, something like this. And maybe I can simply select these and make them a little bit smaller. So now I will have something like this as an entrance, or as a something around it, so it will look much nicer. So now if I go, let's create another layer, or maybe, yeah, let's create another layer, and let's call it creases or something. Creases, okay, and add some kind of a, let's say plastic, for just a quick thing. Okay, and okay, and this is the thing. Let's extract it and put it in here on the crease, and let's see it on the rendered mode. So it will look like this. Now this is not perfect because somehow it's not in the 0 level, so we need to fix it. Or is it on the 0? Let's go to the front. Yeah, because of the bevel, there's something not quite right in here. So simply select all of these and go to here somewhere away, and go to Gumbo relocate again, and from here to here or wherever, and simply select the red one and 0. So now it's perfectly level. So if I go to here and go to here, you can see that it's perfectly level with the ground. So that's important. Okay, again I will do the same thing. Let's go to the shaded mode again. I'll do it in here, but in here I will simply select let's say this one, right click, I will select this one, and in this case I will go a little bit away and select something very much away from it a little bit. Okay, how I did it in here, maybe in here I can, yeah, I moved around it, so that will give me the thing that I want. So let's ignore the second one and go to the third one and move around it like this. Maybe double click, but ignore this one and ignore this one, and as well ignore this one, and of course ignore the same 3 in here, and go back to here. Okay, and simply crease. So it will look like this. I think that's kind of perfect for now. And double click on it and as well bevel, And of course I don't want this much bevel, so I will simply, yeah, go to something in here and do it, yeah, just like that. So it will look like this. I think this is kind of perfect. Okay, so I would like to create an entrance in here as well. So as you can see in here, I would like to create like this part. So let's see it. Yeah, it looks kind of nice. Okay, so what I would like to do is basically simple. I would like to select those curves and raise them up like this. And after raising them up, maybe I can ignore this thing right now. Select it and ignore the reflection, and select, yeah, and ignore the reflection in here as well. And select select this face and this face, and simply bridge them. After you bridging them, you are created some kind of an interesting, let's say, entrance under them. But of course, you will need to work with it a little. So for now, it looks much nicer. I would like to create it as two because this will give me some sort of a curve inside, which I want to use. So okay, and I will simply go to here and select the curve and down a little. Yeah, that's perfect. But in this case, I would like to select all these curves and simply, yeah, make them less. Actually, work on the flat mode because it will gives you much nicer look. That's kind of perfect. And after that, I would like to create, yeah, you know, the same thing, but I will select this and this, and instead of selecting this, I will go away like this and go back to this. So when I bevel or add crease, it will gives me a look like this. But in this case, I would like to make it narrow, so I will select this vertex and I will select this vertex, and maybe scale them to the inside a little bit, so they will look, yeah, kind of looking like this, I think. And after that, simply right click and bevel. Why is it beveling so much? Okay, yeah, something just like that. Again, this will have a little bit of issue, but we will fix it. But for now, it will look something like this. This is like too thick. Sorry, this is too thick. So I will simply select those curves right in here and ignore these, and click on the gumball twice and maybe 0.5. Okay. Also, let's go to the top and go to the wireframe. I think this needs to be a little bit scaled away, maybe. So it will look like this. And this as well needs to be away like this. So it's kind of looking, let's see it in the rendered mode. Okay, I need to show, to double click on this and extract it as well. And after extraction, I need to move it to select it and move it to the creases, and go to the front, select the flat mode. It's not 100% perfect, so go to the vertex, select everything down here, yeah, and again go to here and gumball relocate, and yeah, anything somewhere here and simply 0. Perfect. So now if I go to here, maybe this needs to be away, just, yeah, And also let's go to the top, make those yeah, select the vertex and scale them down. Yeah, it will look like much nicer. So it will look like this. There's something in here, but we will fix it. Okay, so this should be looking nice. Why is it small? Let's go to the top, rendered. I'm sorry, wireframe. Maybe we need to scale it away. Let's select all of these and go to the loop. I'm sorry, go to the loops. Okay, and scale them. Hello. Select all of this and go to the loops. Perfect. Click on the gimbal twice. I didn't select those. Okay, click on the gimbal twice. What is wrong? I'm sorry. Let's select them all. Select those and select those and click on the gimbal. So if I go to here, okay, let's select those. Okay, and move them down a little bit, maybe 2, -2, no, negative, okay, 1.5, yeah, something like this, so it will look much nicer. Okay, so this is the first part, I guess. Maybe we can select these vertex and scale them down. Rendered. Yeah, I think, yeah, they look nice. They look kind of nice. Maybe this needs to be, let's go to the top. Yeah, it looks kind of interesting. Okay, let's move on from them. And we did the same thing in here, but I would like to create a different approach in here. But before we do that, we need to create the, let's say, the creases somewhere here. So how we did them in here. Okay, we did this, of course, and after that we moved this away. So okay, let's do that. So let's select this one in here. Double click and select this one. And of course crease. And after crease, maybe we can select this and move it a little bit away, so it will look much nicer. And after that, we would like to select this one with this one, and make another one right here. Okay, and simply crease, so they will look like this. So but in this case I would like to move this away, so it should look like this. Perfect, kind of. And of course I will select this too, maybe move them away so it will look more roundy. That's kind of nice. Okay, and again I would like to bevel. Zoom and make the bevel a little bit smaller. Why is it like this? Double click, bevel. Okay. And after beveling, actually this one, maybe we don't need this. Yeah, I think we don't need this. We will fix this. Yeah, we will remove this and we will merge it in here somewhere. Yeah, so I will simply select these. Of course I remove this and select it right here. So add crease. So this should be the one. So I will remove this. Okay. I'm sorry, I will remove this. So it should look somewhere here. Actually, you know what? Let's select all of this and all of this and stitch it for now. The average, so I will simply select this one. Okay, remove these and select where should we go. Remove it. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the top. I'd like to move this away and move this away. And yeah, maybe move this a little bit away with this as well. Okay, so now I have a little bit of space here. Move this right here. So now I will have this. So maybe move this kind of. Okay, so now I want to somehow bridge between. Where should I bridge? Okay, let's move this back. Okay, let's move this up. Yeah, and simply bridge between those. No need to figure out a lot of problems. But before we do that, we simply need to add another ring in here. So add add the insert edge in the middle and double click on the outside and scale it a little bit with shift, so it will look much bigger. And this one as well, scale it a little bit, it will be much bigger with shift, of course. And let's select these and select these and move them up like this. Perfect. And I would like to bridge, but let's bridge this with this. Okay, so now if I set bridge, it should give me some interesting thing. No, it didn't. Okay, so let's bridge it straight from here to here. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do this. Add crease somewhere here. Okay, and how did I? Yeah, yeah, somewhere here. I need to create this, so this is perfect, and this is coming out here. So yeah, I don't need to connect this. Let's ignore it. That's perfect. Okay, remove this. Remove this crease and simply select these right here and add crease. So this should be perfect. And after that, when I do this, I need to move this up, I guess, and this one move it up. Yeah, and now I can simply of course I need to bevel this before I forget. Yeah, of course I need to bevel it, and after bevel it I need to move it up as well. So okay, I need to bevel this. Of course, when you are designing, you will spend time, more time, and a lot of time figuring out what you are, what looks nice on your design or not. So that's really important to figure out. So now it's tricky because I will select these two and these two and move them up like this, and simply select this face and this face and bridge them. Okay, so it will give me somehow an axis, but it looks very weird in here. Why? Okay, again, not you. Select this one and bridge. Okay. Because of this, yeah, I think this one should be perfect. It's no reverse. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, so now I created this, but it looks very weird, so I need to fix it. I'm sorry, maybe this vertex needs to be up because it's giving me a hard time. And after that, let's bridge again. Maybe these two. Okay, and after that, let's bridge this to this and bridge. And okay, give me this and reverse. It's Yep, that's basically it. So now I need to fix whatever is happening in here. So okay, these with these, yeah. Again, bridge. Okay, let's make them crease. So no, not crease. Okay, but in this case, let's make this to here and make this to here, just so we can see where this is going. And okay, and simply select. Yeah, I think this needs to be down, not this. This vertex needs to be up. This vertex as well. Let's move them just to clean the model so we can understand where's the problem, and select those two and scale them down. Scale them down. So now they are here. Move them down. Okay. Scale them up. Let's move them around just like that. And move this as well. Okay, so now let's ignore this. Ignore this crease and make the crease in here. And of course ignore this crease. So now we are getting somewhere. Okay, we need to fix this as well because it's mixing up somehow. Let's go to the wireframe mode. Maybe we can see. Okay. So let's go back to the shaded. I think I don't need this. So I will remove the crease, and I don't need this crease as well. So I will remove it. So it will look like this. Yeah, it's starting to fix. Now I need to fix whatever happening in here. So how we can fix it? Let's select this. Where is this coming from? Yeah, I think this will fix everything. Now ignore this, remove it, and simply select this and this, and now we are back to square one. Not back to square one, I mean back to the bevel that we are created in the beginning, which is quite nice. Perfect. Now here there's some kind of two vertices in here. We need to fix them. Wireframe, or maybe this needs to be a little bit up. So let's make it up a little. Let's make it 1 or something. Yeah. And of course these are huge, so let's make them back. Maybe, yeah, kind of. And of course this needs to be up a little, so let's make them up. Perfect, that's perfect. And let's see the shaded mode. Kind of perfect. So now we need to first of all we need to scale this down a little. So I will simply select them and go to Gumbo relocate, and I want to scale it from the middle here to here and scale it down a little. Yeah, so it will look much nicer like this, and maybe move it down way much nicer. This needs to be moved down as well, so I will simply select these and move them down. Yeah, much nicer. Simply select this one and move it up. Let's say move it up like 1. Way much nicer, and fixing a lot of the problems. Maybe we need to move this just like that, so it will look much smoother, and this one as well. You know, you will edit your model like this here and there until you figure it out. and let's see. Let's go to the rendered mode, and it looks, yeah, it looks like this. Maybe we need to go to the shaded, select these and move them like here, and select these as well and move it a little bit here. I will go to the top. I want this to look nice, so I move this here. Okay, and I will move these here. Maybe I will ignore the grid for now, because I want it to look a little bit roundy. Yeah, I want it to look smoother like this. And of course, in here, of course, I will mirror, I will reflect this. So now let's reflect it. Okay, so let's go to the reflection and select everything we did and reflect. Reflect, yeah, reflect from enable the grid again, reflect from here to here, keep this side. Okay, so now it will look like this. Let's see it in the rendered mode. Sorry. Yeah, it will look very nice like this, I guess. What do you think, guys? Is it nice, or is it too much, maybe? These were the craziest part, I guess. But in here, I would like to move this down. So let's go to the shaded mode. Maybe we need to move these down and also reduce them. So I'll simply select all the vertices in here and scale them down just like that. And yeah, I guess I would like to move them down, so I will go to the front and again Gumbo relocate and go to here and simply select here and 0, so they will go down. Let's see how they look. Yeah, I think this way is much better, hopefully. And let's go to the rendered mode. Yeah, it's either this, you can go from here, or you can go from here, or you can go, yeah, I think it looks kind of nice. You can add more details, of course. There's one more detail I will add in here. So shaded, these I thought I can use them as let's say screens outside to show the scores and the stuff like that. So I'll simply select one of them and of course extract it. And for now I will isolate. And as we did before, we can select the curves right here, make a hole, sub the hole, okay, and extract it. And after that, go to none, select the one in the back, flip it, and select the curves again. Double click and select fill sub the hole. Okay, what happens? Select the curves again, fill sub the hole. Okay, where are you? Double click, fills up the hole. Okay, what is happening here? Okay, fills up the hole. Automatic. Maybe there's something wrong. Or we can simply select this and move it or copy it. It should be working. It worked before. It's annoying when it's not working. Okay, and simply move this vertex to here. And yeah, it's too much work to here. Move this vertex to here, not in the mid, in here, and move this vertex to here. And it's not working, of course. This is annoying, so let's do it again one more time. Let's select this one, the first, add Y. Okay, let's select another one. Maybe this one has some kind of a weird problem, so let's ignore it and show and select another one. Okay, let's select this one, extract and isolate, just to be easier to work with. Double click, make sub the hole. Okay, extract, perfect. Double click, make make sub the hole. Okay, extract. I'm sorry, I should flip first. Okay, and select this, flip, perfect, and double click, select sub the hole. Oh, this is annoying. Thank you, Chimmy. Thank you so much. Anyway, let's keep this one because I don't need more than one actually. So let's show. Okay, so now we need this one just to add a material for it later. Okay, and simply mirror. Okay, and mirror it from anywhere here to here, and mirror it from anywhere here to here. And after that, I would like to yeah, one last thing. I would like to also make this part, not you, I'm sorry. I'd like to do this part right here, which is coming from the outside to the inside, and make like an interesting let's go to the rendered, make an interesting, yeah, interesting, let's say, crease, and adding some kind of fun identity to it. So I will simply select this right here and this, and double click on this, and as usual double click on this, and now I'm going to the inside, so I will select these and simply add crease, so it will look like this. And as usual, make a crease, make a bevel out of them, so simple bevel like this. Let's not make it too much, yeah, something like this. So now I have this interesting looking, and I think it's interesting, hopefully. These, I don't like these, so I will simply select these right here and these right here, move them away from each other. Okay, and maybe select this and this, scale it down. Yeah, hopefully it looks nicer. Select those and select those, scale them away from each other, so it will look more roundy. Yeah, I think this is not cool, so I need to yeah, maybe move this one step away. It's kind of looking great, hopefully. Of course I want to do the same thing in here. Let's see which parts we need to fix. So now I will simply select these and extract them, and after extraction I will select them again and go to creases, so it will look like this. Looks kind of interesting. Of course we need to mirror what we did. Again, we need to select these, double click, and select these, double click, and of course select these, double click and extract all of them, and maybe move them to the creases. Perfect, so they will look like this. That's interesting. Let's go to the top, and yeah, I don't want these to be square like this. Maybe I can select them like this and scale them down, and of course I can scale them up, like not so much, yeah, scale them up. This is, let's say, 0.5. So if I go to here and select them like this, it will look a little bit wider in this side, and it looks a little bit less on the inside. So I think actually it turns out greater than this. I think, yeah, or this is also great. I don't know. This also kind of interesting. Maybe these are closer, or but it's the same concept. But of course, it's a free form, so every time you create it, you will do it a different way. So kind of interesting. Again, we need right now is simply where did this go? We need to add, yeah, simply double click and double click. And in here I will say bridge, but in this case I will not join, and I will keep it as crease, and of course I will add it, make it one segment, so when I select it, it will be alone. So now I can put it in the crease, and after actually I would like to see the creases on different colors, so for now I want to see them red or something. So now I know that these are working or not. So again, I'll do the same, double click and double click, and bridge, do the same thing in here, crease but not join, and simply select them and add them to the crease, and again, now we are great. This is great. So now I think the right side is yeah, I think I need to reflect on this on this way. So I will simply select this, reflect from here to here, keep the other side. Okay, perfect, and remove also this one. Yeah, this one needs to be reflected as well, so reflect. Actually, there's a cool trick, but it will be uh, not so great if you don't know what you are doing. So I'll simply select everything, like in here, select everything, and yeah, I kind of selected everything. Maybe everything in here as well. Okay, but not in the top. Okay, now I selected everything. Okay, and I will simply join and keep them creased. Okay, no problem. So now of course put this on the default or something. Okay, add this to it, join, crease. Okay, and make it on the default again. And after you finish, just all you need to do right now is simply reflect. I think this way is easier. Okay, but flip this and keep this side. Okay, so now it's perfect, and I think this side is perfect. So now everything's perfect. So after that, right click and right click in here and select it. So now you are away, and after that simply select your creases. It's easier this way. Double click, select all your creases. Okay, double click. I think we almost selected everything. Yeah, okay, perfect, and yeah, this one as well. Okay, so now we selected everything and extract them and simply move them back to the crease. So that's perfect. Now this one I need to move it. I need to mirror it. Mirror from here to here, and after that mirror them back. MIR. I'm sorry. MIR from here to here. Of course, copy is on. There's something in here I forgot, which is this one. I forgot to pick it, so extract it and move it to the crease. Is it already here? Okay, double click, extract, and move it to crease. So now I think we have our model, let's say. Kind of. I think we kind of have our model. Maybe we can select the outside, not all of the outside. Let's select. Let's go to the top, because maybe we can make it square. Not square. I'm sorry, like a rectangle. So I will move this away and make it 0. Okay, like this, and select. Let's select these from here to here and right click and move it like this and make it 0. And let's reflect. Yeah, only reflect this from here to here. Okay, and reflect it again from let's say, yeah, I want to reflect it. I'm sorry, we need to remove the reflection first, just in case, and reflect it again from here. Come on, to here, and of course keep this side. And now we can simply select those 4 vertices right here and make them crease. So let's see, yeah, it will look like this. I think this is better actually, kind of. Of course, you can now see if this is not perfect for you, like in the rendered mode. Let's go to the rendered. You know, the curves in here needs more modifications, so let's go to the shaded and maybe move them around like this. But of course, go to the wireframe and move all of the vertex with each other, so it will look much nicer in here. It didn't happen because this one doesn't have the effect of let's say the reflection. So let's go back and go to the shaded mode and apply the reflection to this part. So let's select this and apply the reflection. Yes, and keep this side. Okay, and this one as well. Do it and keep this side. Okay, so now whatever I move, let's go to here, and whatever I move from here, it will look much nicer, hopefully. And we can move this as well. Of course, move them from the flat mode. It would be much nicer. Okay, and again you can reflect and move it around and do whatever you'd like to do. Like in this case, maybe we can move this somewhere here, so they will look like this, you know, more melted to the ground. Maybe in the shaded mode or in the rendered mode they will look like this. If you want to have this effect, this is maybe if you want this effect, this may be much nicer for you. Maybe we can go to the shaded make these, let's say, like this. So it will be, you know, this is before and this is after, you know, kind of interesting. You can add more details, add a lot of stuff like that, but for now I think this is really great. Hopefully shaded. Yeah, I think it's kind of great to understand how to melt sub-D forms into each other and create interesting entrances and hills and bevels, and you know, create your own design with them. Maybe the next one, should I add grasshopper details to it, or this is enough? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. So maybe I can add more grasshopper details, or this is enough for this project and I can move on to visualization. Let me know about that. And yeah, of course we want to show the not the meshes, yeah, the meshes of course, and the seats, and of course let's ignore this, right click and ignore it again, right click and ignore it, and right click and ignore it. Sorry, right click and what's going on? Right click and ignore it. Okay, so now it's kind of perfect, not so perfect, but okay, perfect. Let's ignore, let's keep it like this, and just to be sure, go to the front. Don't enable the meshes or show them until you are totally finished, because they are a little bit heavy. So now we can select everything, every vertex in here. Just okay, just make sure, yeah, move like this and hide the seats, because the seats are not welcomed in here. Okay, and simply select all of the vertex in the 0 level like this. Just make sure that you are selecting the right vertex. Okay, and after that again Gumbo relocate. Okay, and simply 0, so they will be totally leveled. And now if I go to the rendered and show them the seats and the meshes, and go to here, zoom extent, maybe zoom a little bit longer, and after that there's something called turntable. I'm sorry, turn table, which is great. It showed in the other monitor. Yeah, it's here. Turntable is great to make some kind of a quick animation for your model, and you can record your screen with whatever software or thing you have in your computer, and cut this part like in here, and share it on social media or something. So that's, yeah, that's a quick tip, like I did in my Instagram story, if you saw it. And I think we are done for today. Let's save this, and yeah, okay, until it's saved, let's go back to here. And of course, as usual, this is my channel now. YouTube allowed me to add more than one live, so the English and the Arabic for both, for the same one, will be available once I announce a live stream, as you can see in here. And also these are all of the series that we did so far, and as usual Patreon in here. You can support my channel and also get access to all of this. As you can see, these are all of the lectures so far. I think today is the 20th lecture or webinar or whatever you call it, and these are the files for all of them. So far you will get access to all of this, and these are the tiers that you can join. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so you will get access, you will get notification about the next one. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed what we did today, and thank you so much. Have a nice day.